Hello YouTube! Now fairly recently I've had another small creator ask me how I create my YouTube videos in terms of how I set up my camera and some of the other equipment I use in my editing. And as far as that goes, I guess now is the video to give you a walk around of how I make videos. Now because I have to move the camera around, you're gonna get a little shaky cam because I have to show you the thing that's holding up the camera. I feel like that'd be logical, but there's probably gonna be someone in the comments going, "Why is the camera so shaky? You should do something about that." I guess this is the cheap version of MTV Cribs. Anyway, let's go. So welcome to my recording studio. There's also my living space next to it. And next to that is where I put my food. Jokes aside, this is essentially what I use to record most of my videos. Now let me come in and get a bit more in depth. What this essentially is literally just a selfie stick in the bottom half of the guitar stand. It folds up pretty nicely, so I guess you could take it anywhere. There's also two USB power supplies hooked onto it, so if I'm taking a video in a place like somewhere outside where there's not really any battery, or my batteries on my phone is low, I just simply plug it in here. If there's a wall socket nearby, I'll probably use that. But yeah, you just put these two together and then slide the camera in here and then press record. And that's what I do. Now on my tip, oh, hold on, let me get thick way out of the way here. Believe it or not, I can't actually use this yet. I do want to pursue using this in the future simply because it's a much higher quality. But this is a phantom power microphone. It requires an external power source, or a power source to be directly delivered to it through the amp here. And right now that's my motherboard on my computer that's plugged into. So back to this thing. So in most of my older videos, you'll have this thing. Usually it's like pointed this way or something, and it's just constantly looking over my shoulder. Sometimes it'll be like this, where it is essentially propped over my shoulders. Now sometimes if I'm getting a real good close look into it, it'll be somewhere around here, floating in between my legs, while I'm looking through the camera, making sure I get some good shots. If I'm lucky enough to not have to do work in the other room, I'll typically just sit in here and listen to music in my room using these big speakers. I look like a YouTube vlogger. But the person commenting was an artist, and I assumed you'd like to listen to music, so if you're using your phone to record, like I do with all my things, you'd probably need a secondary device to go with that. Now if I'm outside, not in this room, simply because I need the window open, I'll use this big speaker, which has a aux connection in the back, and I'll use an alternate device with all my songs, or at least a YouTube playlist like this iPad, or this very cracked up iPhone, which still works. Just anything I can play music. Since this is recording, you're probably gonna need something to play music with. Now, typically if a project takes me more than like a day or 2 days to do, I'll come into this room and do my work. Don't really like it for making videos because it's really echoey, because there's not anything on the wall to help absorb the sounds. It's also really loud. But yeah, I'll have this table pulled up. There's a tank I'm planning to repaint but never got around to. Here's a couch, here's the other couch. So in using a spare room, I don't have my audio equipment in here, so I can't listen to music, so I'll just bring a speaker in here to listen to. And I have a wall socket right there and a bunch of other gizmos. In this drawer I have one of these things and another one of these things, because my equipment can safely be dolly changed because it's literally just an iPhone, a couple of speakers. So I use this primarily, but yeah, it's pretty much how I record my videos. For editing, I use Splice, which is free, and if you're not fucking stupid, it should take you around a couple minutes or at least a day to figure out. Quality's pretty good as it produces, but if you record on iPhone, you'll notice the transition from this small screen, which looks like crystal clear HD, to the large screen, and it just kind of looks like 720 on a VGA monitor. Yeah, it's not pretty, but if you have like 20 subscribers like me, it'll work. You're good. Your first videos don't always have to be good. I guess while I'm making this video, I guess it would be a good time out of any to do a room walkthrough tutorial thing. Default MTV Cribs. Alright, so here's my closet. Most of my military gear's behind that. Over here you'll find mouse because it won't fit on a shelf, so I have it kind of on this extra piece of wood that's had a room fix it. Here's a M5. A couple of my hats, a shelf that I kind of just left everything for this on, This probably just gonna stay here, if not move to the other room. There's a couple of drawings. God, my God, there's old. That one's. These two are like a year old, and those ones are like 2 years old. There's a couple of paintings from 7th grade. Yeah, they're good for their time. An Air Force flag. Got this road sign I found in the dumpster. You'll notice a lot of things in my room are from the dumpster. Found this, that looked nice. Here's the End My Suffering tape you'll see on my helmet sometimes. Here's just a block of stuff, including the metal gauntlet. I didn't really want to film the gauntlet because it was like a bajillion degrees outside, and my phone tends to overheat in the slightest of conditions. And here's my model wall. Every model I've ever completed, this box went up here. Even ones I don't own. For example, this one went to the ROTC room where it now hangs peacefully. But, yeah. Next to that is all my gas masks. All of them are hooked onto this leather string I put up here so they don't fall over. Here's a tank shell bottle with a space shuttle. Doesn't really make sense, but someone bought it for me, so I'm gonna keep it. Here's all my models. In all my model video, I didn't really show off much of anything since I've collected quite a few. I have 21 now. But here's FT-17 Char KV2 M60A1 Mark V Zis 30 IST-152 with a broken polymer in his gun. M1 Abrams, my Panther, my Tiger, whatever that is, the Hanomag, I think it is. And here's the 7.5 anti-tank, and here's a Panther 4. I also have Panther over here. Here's that one model my grandparents bought me that I refuse to recognize as a model because it's a 1/32 model. Don't write them. Here's my setup. Just got a TV, smaller TV that my sister used to own. I have the Xboxes stacked on top of the subwoofer. Here's my computer with no lights in it because the fan that had all the lights burned out. Half the cooling system is made from stuff I found in the dumpster, so that's pretty cool. There's my vest. There's my 1920s office chair that I got for $4. Here's my legendary helmet that I got from Gray Shop. Here's my big poker knife. Has brass knuckles on it now. Here's my project bucket. Yeah, we're not gonna see videos for a long time, probably not till Christmas, unless some miracle happens. Inside this box, however, oh, that keeps falling off. I don't know why, but ever since I moved this box, this belt has been falling out of its clip holder. But here I have the Veshmashok bag, a pan, 4 asbestos seeds, some Mountain Dew that I refuse to drink, this World War I scope, my uncle's service flag, another gas mask bag, some some halva, sesame halva, my M17 gas mask without a harness and its carrying case, the canteen, belt thing, ammunition carriers, and over here there's nothing in this box. And here, where I stash my snacks. Got Russian chocolate, drinks, Coca-Cola, even some noodles in there. Nice. Right here is where I keep my MCU. This is pretty much my only working mask that I trust not to have asbestos in it. So,